It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And this one features Trevor Lawrence. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the 49ers and the Condors.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews.
Well, the numbers for Andrews last week.
9 catches, 115 yards, and a touchdown.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. You look at this Niner defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jackson on a give to Dobbins.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Niners.
Throwing is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
Tucker's kick is good,
and the opening drive of the game yields 3.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
What's the ratio you say you're okay with?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught by Werner, the tight end.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Again, it's Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Got a man, that's Aiyuk. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth their salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And what they do know is that they'll be playing at home come January, at least for one game, as they have locked up the NFC West.
And everyone wants that top spot, partner. We know that because that guarantees you home field advantage throughout the playoffs. But whether or not that's in the cards or not, you have to be impressed with how this team has played.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 18 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
Definitely productive, including scoring his 14th touchdown of the season last week. It's going to be fun to watch the matchup now because he has a nose for the end zone. So if you're a defender, what's your job? Keep him out.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw pulled in by Kittle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They go play action now. Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Lawrence going to keep it. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Touchdown! Anthony Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Jake Moody now for the point after.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Gets this out wide to Pickens. Dances by him. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins to about the 26 here. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. That's a phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. As they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The fullback dive held up short. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. In trouble here, down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
I guess we're going to have to say that at this exact point. But Deshaun,
now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
incomplete. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but it did a nice job controlling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Salary cap going that way for a guy that isn't able to perform at the top level when you got a guy like Nick
On
Chubb,
second down, Jackson.
I think we're going to talk about it in negative play for some time.
It's caught by OBJ. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now it's Jackson. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
The right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Jackson will throw again. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Jackson on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Condors have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
And the Saints, I think, were the ones that were in the conversation.
Lawrence. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That is caught. Breaks through the contact. He'll be taken down, but not before they move it across midfield. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play.
How many times we see it? I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Lawrence going to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Well, took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Lawrence will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On play action, Lawrence. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. From 17 yards out. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Now Jackson on second down. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a third down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Jackson looking to throw on third.
Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw again is Jackson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And there's a punter, Jordan Stout.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now Lawrence to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Niners first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
What they see with it on the size, particularly on the line of scrimmage, I think they got to go out and
now Lawrence.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Right side, and he finds Gray.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Again, it's Lawrence. Pass incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And Nick Saban didn't go out and get a better quarterback than what we're seeing.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. This is Miller, complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58 back down the clock. Looking behind him, and that moves him up for a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with a... All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5. McCaffrey running up the middle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Here's Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. To throw is Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick six from the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Now Jackson on first down. A short throw caught by Andrews. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Wendy's breakfast cheeseburger is so good. The crew is giving every combination.
Jackson completes this one to Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They're able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he'll go out after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now it's tossed left side for Dobbins.
So whenever I'm cooking and I put the oil in the center of the pan, it stays right where I put it.
So one of the things I noticed about these pans is they have this beautiful sear tech surface. And it just makes the searing way easier compared to my old plastic pans.
It cooks really evenly, so there's no hot spots. So everything turns out amazing. Overall, things taste much better.
Shut down. MLNX.com.
Dallas Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones says he wants to increase minority involvement at the ownership level in NFL franchises. Quote, I love the National Football League. I love football. And if we can improve it by having people that aren't in ownership today in ownership, I'll walk across Texas to do it. Steve, your reaction to Jerry's comments?
Well, first of all, a couple of things. One, it didn't escape me the coincidence, the convenience, because obviously Jerry Jones in terms of calls that he'll exactly.
So the timing was a little peculiar.
So the timing, and listen, Jerry Jones, I have a very good relationship with him, but I'm not going to ignore the sheer coincidence, right, at all, the timing of it all. I'm not buying that. Here's what I will buy, however. I am proud of him speaking up and saying what he said, because the reality of the situation is that Jerry Jones has fallen short in terms of speaking up on issues of diversity. The reality is that he came up short when it came to Colin Kaepernick when he was hot. And you know the good relationship that I have with Jerry, so for me to call him out like that, you know I'm dead serious about it. And I told him to the States, you needed to speak up. You're Jerry Jones. Correct. You're the owner of the Cowboys. When the whole Colin Kaepernick situation is going on, whatever your position is, right, do anything but hide. In the aftermath of the George Floyd murder, okay, do anything but hide. Speak up. Speak up. We want to hear what you have to say. And when he was away in a book season in MIA, I was very, very disappointed in him about that. No matter how fond I am of him, I don't hold the photo against him. A still photo when he was 14 years of age, 66 years ago in the late 50s, considering the times that we were living in, your 14-year-old student just standing there. I don't hold that against him the way some people did a still photo. That's not incriminating evidence to be enough incriminating evidence to excoriate him. We'll say this. He needed to speak up on this issue because of that, because of his cachet in the business. He is the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, the $9 billion franchise. The NFL recently shared and created a new committee to study all other aspects of ownership policy, including rules related to liquidity requirements for purchasing teams and opening up investments currently limited to individuals, because everybody out there can afford $6 billion, like the Commanders sold for the Denver Broncos, $6 billion. You got to have some of these investment firms because they're the ones with the deep pockets. So it's good that they're doing that. The last point I want to say is this. Jerry Jones might have to put his money where his building or his cachet rather than his building. Byron Allen is a media giant. Yes. Now, Allen Entertainment, you talk about his entertainment studios, the Allen Media Group. You know, according to Wikipedia, owns 36 ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox networks, affiliate broadcast television stations, 21 U.S. markets, 12 24-hour HD television networks, serving nearly 220 million subscribers. I bring him up, Shannon, because he texted me yesterday, and he wrote an open letter to Jerry Jones, thanking him for saying what he said, because he wants the world to know he wants to be a part of an ownership group for an NFL team. Jerry Jones is in a position to help make that happen. Let's make sure it's not talk, Jerry. That you really mean what you said. I'm glad he's there. I back it up. Communicate with Roger Goodell and that NFL committee to facilitate more minority or African-American ownership within the NFL.
Well, I want to piggyback off of what you said, because seemingly he's saying this after the Jim Trotter situation broke.
That's right.
And then I heard and how adamant he was that you will stand at attention, you will toe the line, you will put your hand over your heart. Not so, and I'm supposed to believe now he's done a 180. Is that what Jerry wants me to believe? It's just hard for me to believe that I've seen you be so staunch one way. Now all of a sudden you want me to believe the pendulum swung all the way over here. It's just hard for me to believe that. Look, I'm not saying, it just seems disingenuous to me. Okay. Now a lot of other people are like, well, okay, y'all good, Jerry, but hey, I'm tired of these studies. There was a study that says blacks are targeted more and they're overcharged for. I don't need a study. You can watch it and see. Just look at television. Just look at it. You know what it is. Jerry don't need. The NFL don't need to come up with another study. You know what you've done.
Right.
So you want another study to say black coaches aren't getting hired at the same level as their counterpart. Do we really need a study, Stephen A? We don't. We don't need a study, Jerry.
Look at the numbers.
But we also hope. Yes, just use the word hope. Yes, we certainly can't sit up there and validate stuff, but you hope. And so what happens is this. I know what personal conversations I've had with Jerry since.
Okay.
Colin Kaepernick.
Okay.
Talking to him face to face and letting him know. Look, man, this is how the black community feel, bro.
Right.
And you know, this is something that you need to address. I would hope that I'm not the only one. You got a whole bunch of brothers that believe in that uniform. He's looked out for a lot of brothers over the years, and we know that.
Yes.
All right, so let's give him credit for that. But in the same breath, there are things that he said that has turned off folks.
Right.
And so now, this is an opportunity. It only matters if you really, really mean it. And because it's Jerry, if he didn't mean it and there's no action that follows up his words, we will know.
Right.
We will know.
Stephen A., I judge a man by how he treats people that can do absolutely nothing for him.
Right.
I know what he's done for some of those players that helped him win championships.
Yeah.
I know what he's done for those players that helped him win division titles. I don't know what he's done for black people that can do nothing for him.
Right.
So that's the way I judge him.
And I'm thinking, Thomas, like if you did something for them when you needed them to win for you, it's entirely different than they already won for you, but they need you and you don't have to do anything for them anymore, but you did it anyway.
Right.
So there is a level of appreciation that he has shown towards those who have won for him. But when it comes to the Kaepernick issue, when it comes to what Jim Trotter's accusations were, even though he's categorically denied it, the bottom line is Jerry Jones has an opportunity to put his words, his actions where his words were.
And you know what? And it might be we might have to get a couple people. Okay, it's not like we got 1,000 billionaires in the black community, Stephen A. Let's just go ahead and put that out there. Right. So it might be a situation where we have to get a couple of guys, and we know how it is when you try to get a loan from a bank. They say a bank is a great place to go get money for if you don't need it. So we might need those institutions to say, you know what? Hey, okay, I believe a Shaq. I believe a Oprah. I believe maybe Michael Jordan.
History has shown that when it comes to loans from banks and things of that nature, home loans, home ownership loans and things of that nature are far easier to get than you wanting to invest in your own self-business.
Of course.
It's always more difficult for African Americans when you're trying to become a business owner, getting assistance from the banks. And so we've got to pay attention to that. We've got to see what the NFL will do to facilitate it. I believe Roger Goodell and Troy Benson and those boys, when they talk about how they want to do what they can to facilitate this, I think Magic Johnson, being a minority owner, but being in those rooms now, that's also going to help open doors. So guess what? Magic Johnson all of a sudden becomes a pivotal figure, because if Jerry Jones doesn't follow up on his verbal proclamation, somebody like Magic will know he hasn't.
Right.
And that is the kind of stuff that we need when we're talking about diversity.
Yeah.
Hey, MJ don't want to get involved in the NFL?
I don't know. Well, you know what? He might. I'll ask.
Oprah?
I'll ask.
I mean, we got Shaq. We got to go with the guy. LBJ, I don't know if they'll allow a current NBA player to
I don't know. Listen, LeBron James got a stake in soccer, and you've got Kroenke that owns an NFL team
Don't forget
and an NBA team.
Jay-Z's
I'm playing against.
Jay-Z's got quite a few.
Of course, Jay-Z. Of course, that's automatic.
Rihanna.
But with Beyonce, by the way.
Yeah.
But if you're Kroenke and you can own the Nuggets and you can own the Rams,
Avalanche,
and the Avalanche, you're LeBron James. You should be able, as an NBA player, to get an ownership stake.
Yep.
Michael Jordan, I'll ask him.
We'll leave it there.
Him.
This is a great sentiment. We just need to see what the action plan is
I'm all for it.
to follow through.
You ain't got that kind of bread yet.
I'll never have it. They'll never let me have it. But I'll tell you this. I'll invite them. You know what? I'm going to invite them on the show. I want to ask Oprah and MJ and them their interest in owning an NFL franchise. I want to invite them on First Take to talk about that. I might make a few calls.
Make it happen.
See what I can do.
Make sure it's on a Monday. Make sure it's on a Monday or Tuesday.
How about that?
Okay.
How about that? I can do that.
Coming up on First Take.
I do that.
Oh, the Cowboys are blowing out all of their opponents, so they have to be Stephen A's #1 team, right? We got an A-list after the break. Jeff Saturday back with us to grade it.
It's finished off by a touchdown.
Never let AI out of the box.
Seatbelt.
Here's McLeod from his
white carpet.
Spicy wings. Only $4.99.
Down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start with first and 10.
With Metro, there's no contracts, no price hikes, no surprises. There's not a yada yada. Wait, Metro has not the contract yada yada?
What is surprise yada yada? Price hike yada yada. Yada yada yada.
Contract yada yada. And this yada yada. I don't know, kid. That one makes sense. Nada yada yada means wireless without the gotcha. No contracts, no price hikes, no surprises. Only at Metro.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 is so good, the crew is giving every combination code names.
I got that sauce biscuit and some tay-tay.
Eggman and Saucy Boy. 2 hot coffees.
No matter what you call it, Wendy's breakfast is that breakfast. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 biggie bundles.
Dupixent helps you do more with less asthma and can help you breathe better in as little as 2.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming.
What's the news? What's the news?
Man, I'm praying, man. I'm praying, man. Donald Trump, please come to the plant Monday night. Please come to the plant. Donald Trump coming next week.
Yeah, I heard.
I just need that nigga to come on a Monday, man. Be able to do an interview and shit on 50, 60 minutes. You know what I'm saying, man? Donald Trump will do an interview outside 60 minutes.
Yeah, you know, them, hopefully the big 3 Republicans.
Hey, listen, I'll tell you one thing. If some niggas are Republicans, them niggas will be, and he gets to run it again. I don't know what it is, man. But it seems like everybody want him back in the fucking office.
Yeah, but because, man, they like, the world is built on disagreements and division and all that, and nobody portrays it better than Trump, boy.
Yeah, cause I ain't gonna lie, I see this Landon, he talking about this nigga's talking like he was gonna put us at $60 an hour, $50 an hour. That nigga talking about the union is not doing enough for y'all, and the automakers need to pay y'all enough. I was like, hold on, what the fuck? So then nigga, he want us to do. He want us to do. Listen, whoever part of that nigga marketing team, when I was
listen, bro.
I need them niggas, man.
Listen, bro. If nothing else, that boy got the gift of gab, boy. Boy, he'll make a black person think he all in, boy, until he get in office. Boy.
Man, fuck you niggas. Yeah. What are you living for? The hood is burning down.
He gonna be like, these some easy votes right here. These some easy votes right here.
Man, listen, I need that energy, man. I hope that nigga slide back Monday. You know, I know niggas gonna be all ready to shoot. They gonna be all ready to shoot. So, this nigga ain't even gonna let a crowd form. When you try to form a crowd, they pop to your ass.
Oh, yeah. Snipers on the roof. The snipers on the roof, brother.
They're gonna be the only niggas allowed on foreign property. You best believe that. They giving out gun shots from the foreign facility. No, they say it's supposed to be they say it's supposed to visit our plant, so I don't know if it's just gonna be a ride by to honk the horn or so or he gonna get out.
Okay, because I know yesterday it was like a rumor, but it might.
No, it's official.
It's official now.
Okay. I just need it to be on a Monday. Don't be on no other day. Top of the motherfucking week. I need you to be here Monday. Monday, man.
Hey, when you there, huh?
Monday. Like, what? Nigga, I was supposed to start till 6. Nigga, I'll be there. What time you gonna be there? 3? I'm there early. Nigga, I'm there. Come on, Tom. We need to take a picture, man. You ain't getting my vote, nigga, but this picture ain't enough.
Man.
I'm gonna have everybody shut me down. Let me know that you see Nick Chubb. That's why I said you see Nick Chubb. You see it.
Man, I meant to show it to you. And one of my Madden drills, my man took a snapshot. He froze it right when it happened, man. Right, man, that boy knee was looking, that leg looking. Oh, he was crying. You could see him cry, man. He knew it was over with. He knew that's.
Come on, Will.
That's one of those. That's one of those seasons.
I don't know what man won't cry. Man, I don't know what man won't cry, dog.
And the sad part, this is what owners be talking about. That's why these niggas ain't gonna never get paid, man. They not gonna never get paid. Owners love something like that.
The Pivot. You watch The Pivot?
The who?
The Pivot with man.
No, I'm gonna start watching. That's a podcast, right? With RC.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start watching.
Watch.
As he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Looking for Pickens. He's got
Come on, man. Just watch your hands so early. This nigga, he in the NFL office. Like, last year, Mirage Shadil, you know when Mirage Shadil be done calling the draft picks? He one of the guys who finished the draft picks.
Is he a black guy?
Yeah.
You ain't talking about Troy. You ain't talking Troy Vincent, is it?
I think it's a Troy Vincent.
He's over the. He's like number 2 or 3 up under Goodell.
I'm trying to find it. They got that nigga on the Pivot, bro. He broke down every owner how racist they is and what they think about black players, bro. I'm trying to find.
And you see, your boy just came out with a statement. Jerry Jones. Boy, these white people know how to be political, boy. Thomas said, yeah, we need to make it to where black people, minorities can get into ownership. He said, if we can get something going on like that, I'll walk across Texas. I'm like, this nigga.
Listen, man, that ain't trying to cover up that racist that you said. You want niggas to damn like here go back to Africa.
Yeah, that's why I was just watching the first take. They was like, they said, it's not shocking that he came with the statement right after.
When they show the film.
Oh yeah. DeMarcus, that's the Union guy. That's the guy over the. He's over the.
Watch that stuff, dog. That nigga touched on so many dogs.
Oh yeah, he don't play around, man. He been against.
Being a fan of the game, hearing him say that shit, this shit actually made me don't want to be a fan of football, bro. Like
next week.
That shit fucked up, dog. The way they think of us, dog.
Yeah. We're like that's why they say it was a basketball player that said it, but for football, that's why they say it's just another form of slavery, man. It's not, it's not. They're not slavery in the sense of we forcing y'all to do something, but slavery as in black labor making us rich. You know what I'm saying? That's what the cotton was. We had all these niggas out here picking cotton for us, making us rich. So basically, it ain't slavery. You know what I'm saying? It's not slavery as in we forcing y'all, it's a whip over y'all, but. We're a bunch of niggas making us rich. They just switch the game. Instead of showing evilness, they try to, they disguise it in friendliness, and here's millions. We don't mind making y'all millionaires because y'all making us billionaires. So.
Man, that shit wild, dog. I said, damn, man.
Yeah, now you gotta understand that he was a player person too. So he don't have a. He always fight for the players, so it's always him against the owners. But he right though. Yeah, he right though, man. I got easily see racist. Man, it's a white billionaires club, man. Tell you what they say about niggas behind closed doors. That's why I don't think all the owners are racist because like the New England, like Kraft and the guy that's over the Rooney and all that. Every time they had them big meetings, they missed a lot of them. So that kind of tells you, because the Rooney was the one that made the Rooney rules. About
really?
You have to. That's what they call the Rooney rules. You have to. When you hire a prospect, you have to have black people. You can't just talk to 5 white people and then make them an owner or a coach or stuff like that. you have to interview a black person. That's the word I'm looking for, interview. You have to interview black people. Yeah, they was against Rooney for years, man. That's why a lot of people love the Browns back in the day.
Man, I didn't know that, man.
Yeah, that's the Rooney. Look up Rooney rules. He the one that came up with that. And
I'm about to look that up and watch the rest of the episode. Cause I only watched half of the episode.
Yeah, it's called Rooney rules, where he said we have to interview black people. We have to. You know, now of course, you know, white people we interview them, we ain't like we're gonna hire them or nothing. So they call it a token interview now. We just get a black nigga in there and just interview him. But yep, and then Robert Kraft the same way, man. Now Robert Kraft is a horn dog. He ain't racist. He just
that nigga freaking weak. He off the roof back in the 80, 92.
That nigga like I ain't got time. I ain't got time to hate those black people. I'm too busy doing them. Asians and
hey, that's what I was about to say. The nigga doing everybody. That nigga just ain't doing that. That nigga doing everybody, man.
Yeah, Crab a horror dog. Yep. Like, look at the Steelers. Now, yeah, I mean, the Steelers owner, man, he could have fired what's his name at any time, man. But you know, he kept that boy in there, man. How long, man?
You talking about Mike Tomlin?
Yeah. So all of them ain't like that, but you know, 90% of them is though. I agree with that. I do agree with that.
Man, like it's about to rain. What the fuck?
Man, I just left Brownstown. Man, those boys literally don't be doing nothing in the morning, dog.
Oh yeah. I heard a guy quit because he got into it with somebody and shit.
For real? Yeah, I had to take my medical card.
20 years. You said your medical card?
Yeah, I had to take it up there. It was due in a couple of days. They kept getting on me. Because if I would have did, I couldn't have drove. You can't drive without your medical card being up to date. So.
Oh, damn. They didn't know,
yeah, they was on me.
The small thing, your license, your medical card. I remember they was on Mike hard. I think it was about his license or something.
Yeah, they was pissed. They was
suspended at the time, but I think Steve was like, at the time y'all needed a driver, so Steve still let him drive.
Yep. You know, if he would have got caught, boy, it'd have been over with, man.
For Mike or Steve?
Both. Both.
Who gave permission, Steve?
Man, because I could have, man, listen, man, if Mike would have hit somebody without a license, man, they would have sued. All write-up lawyers could have been like, well, hey, man, you know, we can't, instead of fighting it, the best we can do,
they can't push that up because Steve told them to do it, right?
No, they could fire. No, they couldn't do it to Mike because Steve told them. I'm just saying they would have been pissed. But
that's what I'm saying. Normally they'd brush it up, but they couldn't.
But then again, it is Ryder. They would have been like, you should have knew better. You should have let Steve told you to.
Man, listen here. I'd have been like, that nigga told me to do the route, so we both gonna take this lawsuit.
The only reason they would have did that because Mike could have tried to sue for hey, he told me I could drive. He'd have tried to do that little lawsuit. He probably would have lost, but whoever Mike hit, oh man, the lawyers would have been like, look, man, we can't win this for you. Best we can do, Ryder, is instead of y'all owing $10 million, y'all can owe $9 million. But the best we could do.
No people would have got Sam Bernstein, and Sam Bernstein would have still Mike and Ryder as a whole. Them niggas, Sam Bernstein ain't let nobody get past. So you say he told you to drive? Okay, yeah, we need Ryder involved too. So them niggas gonna try to hit both parties, nigga, Mike and Ryder. It all depends on what lawyer, whatever lawyer they get on that end. You know, whoever Mike would have hit, they would have hired the Bernstein family. Them niggas would have, they would have got Mike and Ryder. And of course, you know, both of them niggas would have been fired, but hey, it's too late. That money would have been dished out. Mike would have been pissed off. Can't drive another truck. And he probably would have been in jail because, you know, if you can't pay that shit up front, shit, some judges, go ahead and do these 5 years, big dog.
Man.
Shit, you ain't got 250,000 up front, nigga. Just go ahead and do these 5 years. But that's all I was telling you though, man. I hope my nigga Donald Trump comes slide by Monday, top of the week, and get a picture of my dog. You know what I'm saying? Get a picture, hang it up in the house. I am a Republican. I am a Democrat.
Oh, this is what I meant to tell. I was gonna call you last night, but I didn't know if you was still up, bro. Them black girls.
I'm going to sleep, nigga.
Man, them black girls at your job is no joke, bro. Like, black women, listen, unless Elisa Milano knock on my door, man, I will always marry and be with a black girl, dog. Listen, so, at the main entrance, it had to be like, it was probably about 10, 11 people at the main entrance protesting.
At the main entrance of the forefront, okay.
Right, so it's like, you know where I turn around at to go back to my... Yeah, so, but you know it's right across from the, what's the name, right? From that main entrance. So I said, it had to be, man, maybe it was like a couple white guys, maybe a black guy, maybe a Mexican or something. So it was like 5 women, 5 guys, and 3 of the women was black, bro. So... I'm pulling out, dog. This is the funniest, man. They was in the office dying. I'm pulling out from the stop, from the, unloading right there. So as I'm making a Michigan U, I gotta kind of go straight before I turn left, cause I gotta, the trailer. Man, as soon as I made that U and started going straight, them black girls ran through the entrance of the driveway, dog. Dog, like they formed a fence. Bro, I tried not to laugh, dog. Man, I almost wanted to go straight to see how far they was gonna take it, man. But man, everybody else was just sitting there, dog, staying warm, like we ain't about to run over there, stop no truck. I mean, them black girls, man, they was like Jackie Joyner Kersey, boy. They was.
Man, you gotta love them, man.
Man, I was crying, dog. What
Jackie Robinson and Muhammad Ali and Malcolm X White was.
Man.
I'm pretty sure they was like that, man, because I was at the gate all the way at the end, and a guy was trying to do security, man, and they blocked him. It was boys and girls, but they blocked the nigga who was supposed to do security, Jay. He's like, come on, y'all, please, man. I'm just going right here. I got to do security. They ended up letting the nigga buy and shit. Hey, the nigga was blasting Tupac, nigga. Nigga, they formed that fence, nigga. That nigga instantly hit mute. Stop. Come on, y'all. Come on, please. Y'all just doing security.
Y'all killing me. Y'all killing me, man.
Yeah. So I feel bad for anybody trying to get past us, man, because... And we looking at everybody who's trying to go past us and get inside that forward plant, man. Whether you doing security or not, like nigga, I know one of the guys who got on doing security. That nigga nodded his head at me. Nigga, I just looked at that nigga, turned the other way. I know he probably felt some type of way, like, nigga, this nigga think I'm gonna get something. So I know how people, man. I can see how they is, man.
Man, I was crying, dog. I said, I'm about to call him. I was like, no, he probably asleep, man. I was dying laughing.
As soon as I got on the phone with you, I done fell asleep, shit. I done got showering. It was KO, nigga. My body was cold. I done took that hot shower, nigga. It was over.
Man, if I was able to grab my phone and hit record quick enough, dog, I would have recorded, dog. But them girls were so fast, dog. Man, I'm sitting there like...
And you said they seen video at the office?
No, I just told them. Because right before I left, I was talking about them trying to tip a truck over. So we was just talking about that. We was literally just talking about that, man. So when that happened, man, I said, oh, they gonna get a kick out of this one. They broke out laughing, man. They was like, hell no. I said, man,